My question for you is about if we can fast forward to Inauguration Day, you won the election. What are you looking for in a Secretary of Education? What qualities you might be looking for? Because I think we're trying to look for a little bit of a shift.
You think, Jared? Well, what are you doing in about 2 years?
The governor of Montana is someone that many of us Easterners don't often get to know. But those of our members that live in Montana know Steve Bullock very well. And in a state that voted for Trump by 20 or more points, it's a state that re-elected in that same year Steve Bullock as governor.
Why I get to stand up in front of you today, why I got to be an attorney general and governor, why I can actually now stand and run for president, it's because of the public education that I received. I went to college outside of Los Angeles, sight unseen. The idea of college visits were beyond my family's financial means. It's about half the kids at that school had gone to prep schools. And it only took me about 6 months to recognize that they had nothing on me. That the education that I'd received in Helena, Montana, and the opportunities and the teachers that mentored me and made sure that I was on that right path had given me everything I needed.
He talked about what he was able to do in Montana as it relates to education. I just really wanted to see if what he said matches what his plan is.
And as Randy mentioned, I've been able to do what I've done. I'm a pro-choice, pro-union, populist Democrat that's won 3 times in a red state, not by compromising our values, but by getting stuff done that matters to people. So we've been able to make record investments in education. We have the 4th lowest college tuition and fees in the nation, not by starving our colleges, by investing in our colleges and freezing college tuition.
What is your plan for the high cost of college and the student loan debt across the country?
Thanks, Maxine. So the question was, right, you're at a point where student debt has doubled in the last decade. I think that there are things we can do to both make that debt load more bearable and then make higher education more affordable.
I have a college student. I have 2 college students who I have a PhD and I have a large debt. As an educator, I've taken on their debt.
One thing that it's fairly amazing that about 90% of all student loans originate from the federal government, but the interest rates that people get charged along the way, and then it's never lowered when it goes down. So putting tight controls on that.
And these are the things that I am really concerned about as an educator and just as an American.
I was impressed. I was kind of surprised. I didn't know much about him. I've only seen him in one debate. I felt like he spoke to me as a union member and as a teacher very well. To participate in this, to hear from someone who's in that executive office saying, I'm going to fight for workers' rights, I'm going to be there for union members, was very refreshing.